Daryl, this is such a thoughtful question, so I'm going to come back to you on it in as a succinct way as I can. Firstly, yes, the way you're sensing it does make sense to me, so you're on the right tracks. When an energy or intelligence appears to remain connected to a place for a long time, it isn't always about unfinished business or being stuck. Very often it's better understood as the energy, the consciousness relating to that place is choosing to stay connected because it's familiar or meaningful. The environment feels safe, or maybe they were happy or deeply at home there. In that sense, then, it's not always a haunting per se, but more of a guardianship, like almost a caretaking or watching over the place, because that place really mattered to them. In those instances, I wouldn't say they're stuck. Their free will choice is drawing their soul to be near that place. Now, is that the right choice ultimately at the bigger picture for the soul? Perhaps not, but for now, it is the right choice. And the soul is drawing that consciousness, that entity, that intelligence to be there because there's something not fully worked through, not fully completed. At other times, consciousness, awareness can stay close to the physical world simply because it doesn't yet realise it can move beyond it. In fact, there have been instances where spirit beings, intelligences that have come into contact with haven't even realised that they have died. You know, death is just a transition. So for some people, it's been so easy that they haven't even realised they're in a different level of reality. In those instances, it's about helping that person to understand, or that being, intelligence, to understand what has happened, give them the comprehension so that they can then make free will choice. They want to move into a higher state of being. So that's not through punishment or failure on their behalf. It is simple lack of awareness or just not having an expanded understanding of reality. So they're thinking small and experiencing small. In those situations, I work with energy practitioner Gyles Whitnall. We work in the field of spirit release together, soul healing, helping those in the spirit dimensions to elevate into a higher level of consciousness so they change their state of being, so their frequency changes and therefore they can exist in higher dimensions of light and love, ultimately. So from my perspective, no spiritual being is ever truly stuck. There is no trap. Really, what we're dealing here with is evolution in conscious awareness, and that evolution in consciousness will dictate the state and the frequency of the soul, and how much soul energy gets expressed and how much light becomes expressed will dictate to which level that soul then will exist at or take dominion in. Like attracts like, as they say. I hope this helps. It's a very deep topic, this. It's specialised, and that's why I work with Gyles Whitnall. The two of us work together in spiritual crisis work. So maybe I'll do some videos with him in the future that help people understand this particular aspect of consciousness and the spirit world. The key takeaway I want to leave with you is there is nothing to fear. Everything is all within. We are sovereign. We are eternal, we are indestructible. And where our attention goes, energy flows. And when we put the attention within ourselves and we focus on the love that we are, we elevate. Our consciousness can expand because we're sitting with the soul and not in fear. And then we can exist in ever higher states of being. My name's Claire. I help people live from their soul and experience a life they cannot lose.